Good morning, or afternoon, or maybe even evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Lady Arcaders, everyone. I'm your host, Happy Bear, and I am so excited to be with you today. Sunday morning attract mode is always just so cozy for me. I can just pull the covers up around my face and watch my friends do super fun video games. Of course, I'm not in bed right now because I'm hosting. Okay. I've got a couple announcements for you. Our second annual charity event, Lady Arcaders Super Showcase 2023, will be going from the very nice days of July 6th through July 9th. Submissions for that will be opening soon, so get your games ready. That was such a fun experience for me to participate in last year. So you're definitely going to want to get your submissions in for that, and it'll be a party. It'll be a super, super good time, and it's super chill. So you definitely want to submit for that, or even submit a volunteer application. That's super fun too. Now, if that sounds a little bit rough, oh boy, I'm losing my voice this morning. Sorry, everyone. If that sounds a little bit rough, then applications for May's Attract Mode showcases are still open too, and you can find all of that info on our site, ladyarcaders.com. What's Attract Mode? Well, you can submit anything from a video game speedrun to a video game casual playthrough. Not too long, please. We don't do 10-hour playthroughs, but something that's an hour or two, you could definitely submit that. You could submit yourself baking something video game related, or crafting something video game related. Anything video game related that you can think of, we're interested in. So submit for those showcases, please. But what are we doing today? We've got Aalaizah on Gato Roboto, 100%, and it's gonna happen very quickly. This is an exciting game with some morph ball action and some cozy cats, and that's all I know about this game. So I'm just as excited to see it as you are. Okay, Aalaizah. Oh boy, excuse me. Okay, Aalaizah, we're ready for you. It's time. And I'm gonna throw it over to you because you are awesome. Take it away.
Hey guys, I'm Aalaizah. I'm going to be running Gato Roboto. We're getting a little bit of cat interference in the cat game. Go figure. So this is a Metroidvania where you play as a cat who gets a mech suit. And there's a lot that's going to go on, so I'm going to try and explain it as I'm going. And I have Charbunny here to help me out with that.
Hello, I'm here.
So we're just going to go ahead and get going, and then we can hop into things. In 3, 2, 1, go. So
it's exciting when the countdown happens.
Right? So this is Gato Roboto. We crash land on a planet that we're trying to get to for safety. They heard whatchamacallit. They heard a distress signal or whatever. And we crash, and the owner is the only one who's actually, or who gets stuck on the ship. So the cat can get off and has to go save the world. Cat is scared of water, so our owner has to scare us into the water the first time.
And cat animation is so cute.
Right? This game is I love everything about it, honestly. So there's two forms. You have cat form and you have mech form. Cat form is small and you only have 1 health, and mech form is bigger and you have starting at 6 health all the way up to 16. So I just went and grabbed the first cassette. This is 100%, so we're going to be grabbing all of the collectibles. The cassettes give you different color options for the game. So it's black and white right now, but as you collect things, you can do different colors. So we're going to be collecting all 16 of those and all 10 health packs as part of the run today. Just kind of going through. Every time you get a health pack or a cassette, you actually fully heal. So, especially right here at the beginning, we do a lot of damage boosting to just kind of get through enemies. So we're gonna come get our first health cartridge. And then we're gonna head over to our first actual save point, where we are gonna be doing what's called small mech. So, like I said, the mech is larger than
Like the water.
the cat.
Either.
Oh yeah, the mech gets hurt by the water. So, yeah. So the mech is larger than the cat. So there's a lot of things in the game that are like keyed off of that, like boss fights and stuff like that, where the room just doesn't set up if you're in cat form. That way you don't die because you only have 1 health as a cat. But we can make the game think we're a cat, but we're in the mech. If I can get that. There we go. And flashing light warnings for all of the times that I'm anywhere near a save point. I wish it didn't do that, but every time you save, it flashes. So yeah, so we are now small mech. You can tell because, like, you can see that my feet are intersecting with the ground. And there was also, like, split second that I was just invisible. So right here, this should be a fight, but because we're small mech, we don't have to. We do have to get out of it to come down here, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, the water looks like it would cause a lot of problems. And if I'm not mistaken, the small mech trick that you did, that was frame perfect. So congratulations on getting it.
I think it's like 2 or 3 frames, but yeah, it is
Close enough to being terrifying.
Close enough to be terrifying. It's, yeah. So I'm just gonna, while we're running over to get the missiles, while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna say my favorite quote from the world record holder. I was watching one of his runs of any %, and he was talking about how his favorite thing about this game is that 100% is any % but more. Because, like,
You know, that applies to a lot of games.
It definitely does apply to a lot of games. With this game, there's only like 1 or 2 spots that are really different. Like, so the routing's a little bit different between the two, but the tricks themselves are almost exactly the same. Like, there's 1 or 2 extra tricks for 100%, and that's it. Which is really nice. So, I'm just bad at bosses.
Do you run both categories?
I have run any %. I don't like it as much because 6 health is not enough health.
That's very fair. We just got rockets, I believe, by the way. Do you want to talk about what those do?
Yeah, they're rockets. They blow things up. They
Beautiful.
also push you back, so we can use that to do some extra, like, jumping and stuff like that. The game actually expects you to go get your suit and go back up a different direction, but that takes you away from where we want to be going. So we're gonna come do small mech again. Nice. So this would have been our first boss, but because we're in small mech, it doesn't even appear.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And once again, because our mech hates water more than the cat, we have to get out of small mech so that we can come get, I think this is a cartridge. I always forget which is which until I get them. Okay, it's a health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only because you gave me notes. I don't want to I actually know what I'm doing here.
I'm really glad you can read my notes, because I handwrite all of my speedrun notes always.
Yeah, your handwriting's really good, though. If I were to give you handwritten notes for my runs, like, we'd be screwed. This is the easiest transcription I've done in my life.
So now we are pretty much done with this, like, introductory area. We'll have to come back close to the end of the game for one thing, but we're not done. I forgot about this room.
Almost. Hold that thought.
We're almost done. Yeah. So this is one of the rooms where we use the wonderful fact that rockets shoot you backwards to get to places you're not supposed to be able to get. You're supposed to come back here once you have double jump, so that you can come get this cassette. But
it's like, but what if we just didn't do that? Rocket jump.
exactly. Yeah. We have rocket jump, so who needs double jump? We need double jump. It's way faster, but
who needs this? It's us. But later we'll figure it out when we get there.
Exactly. Now, okay, so right now frogs are fine because I have the mech. Later, frogs are my worst enemy because there's a section where I don't have the mech.
Oh, and then it's one hit, so
it's one hit. So you touch the frog, you're dead, and yeah,
so
it's special.
That doesn't apply to real life. Frogs are everywhere too.
Yeah, there's a lot of frogs in this game. Alright, so we are gonna do small mech one more time up here. And then we're gonna head down to the aqueducts. Maybe we'll get small mech.
Again, this is a really, really precise trick, so it takes a few tries, that's fine.
That was late.
And again, this small flashing lights warning, I'll try to call those out sooner in the future. Because the save likes to... It's okay, we'll get there.
There we go. I was concentrating too hard.
Sometimes you just gotta relax and go with it.
Yep.
Nice.
Alright, so now we're going to come back over this direction so that we can get down to the kind of main. Yeah, we're past the ship again. We'll see the ship one more time. Going down to like the main area that's, I forget what to call it, but the big area that connects all the other areas.
Like the hub, sort of?
Yeah, hub. Yep, yeah.
Got you. While we're doing the elevator, I do want to ask, on the left side of your screen, there is like a little 21 degrees. Is that like an overheat mechanism, or what's that doing?
Yeah, so that's, your missiles have an overheat mechanism, so you can fire 2 of them rapidly, and then you overheat and have to wait for it to cool down, or you can fire slower and fire more.
Okay, and then I assume on the right we've got our health. The top right is our expression, which is adorable and does change.
Yeah.
Look at how angry it was right there. It's so great.
It's so good.
More missile jumping, more elevators.
More
Classic
elevators.
Metroidvania action here.
Alright, so this is one of my favorite tricks, even though it's also pretty frame perfect, called water mech. So earlier we saw that the mech does not like water. Okay, I gotta kill that octopus because we have to be cat for a second. But if we shoot the mech off the edge of the platform and exit on the same frame, the mech falls into the water, and now we have the mech underwater and can do things. Because we're underwater, the missiles explode immediately, so we're going to use that to our advantage for a lot of jumps and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Love that that works.
Yeah, so we are going to... So the Aqueducts has basically 3 switches that you're trying to hit. We're going to the 3rd one first, because the double jump is right after the 3rd one. And as we said earlier, double jump makes things faster. So if I could actually get up the wall, that'd be good. There we go.
Nice.
We're coming up on...
The water room. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we're coming up on the evil frog room, so...
Oh gosh, alright. Penny, good luck, good movement, cat emotes, whatever you can give us in chat, please.
If I could get up there. Yeah, so there we go. You're supposed to come in here once you already have, or come this direction once you already have the double jump and have gone through like as the cat. But because slow, we go through as the mech, and then for that frog, we're gonna jump down here. Jump over that frog, wait for that one, and okay. We're good. We're past all the deadly frogs.
Nice.
That room gives me so much trouble in practice, and I don't understand it. Like,
Rude though.
it's yeah. So this is the first of the little conveyor belt switches. That's actually supposed to be the third. We're trying to lower the water level of the aqueducts for some reason. I honestly don't remember the storyline reason for it, but
sometimes you don't need to know. You just gotta do your job. Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta do your job. You're a cat. You just gotta do your job.
Doing your best on this. Looks like we're
So
setting
we're
up water
gonna
mech again.
Yeah. There we go. The cat is so slow. The cat is so cute, but so slow. Like, please, just fall down the water faster.
I'm impressed at how long this cat can hold its breath too, because I don't think we've had to worry about oxygen, and that's
We do not.
fantastic.
So that's the first of the arena rooms that we see. There's a few of them that we've skipped already, but you have to kill all of the enemies before you can leave the room. We'll see a couple more of them, but we skip most of them with small mech. And now we have double jump. And double jump is fast.
Double jump or spin boost?
I mean, it's a spin, I guess spin boost. It's both. It's, yeah.
Nice.
But we can fire our rockets backwards, and it gives us a little bit of a boost. If you do the timing better, you can get, like, super fast.
And the spin
yeah,
boost
so you-
already, like, I think it moves 20% faster. Like, it's just a nice upgrade.
Yeah. And it protects you from enemies, so you can... Okay. They're being rude and just blocking my way, but...
That looked close.
Yeah, that was close. I almost slid somewhere I didn't want to. Okay, so we're going to do underwater mech one last time.
Nice, first try. Oh my goodness, yeah, we do fall so much slower. No wonder the mech speeds us up a lot. What is the normal mech you're supposed to use? Like a little submarine. Like, is that
Yeah,
slow as
you're
well,
supposed to
or-
use it's a little slower than the regular mech, but still faster than the cat.
Okay.
And has health, so you're protected from the enemies. Ooh. Okay, we're good.
Nice. Made it.
So now we're gonna come loop around here for some more collectibles.
Oh, that looks so
Use the-
satisfying.
Yeah. That was
Take
rude.
that, frog. Sorry. I now hate frogs.
I didn't hate frogs as much until a couple weeks ago on Hotfix, when I played Satan Loves Cake, which has a lot of frogs that are rude, and then played this like 20 minutes later, and I was like, oh, frogs are the worst. Why do frogs?
Frogs in video games just epically annoying. You're right though, frogs are like a weirdly common video game enemy for just being frogs.
Right? Like, why did we decide that frogs need to be an enemy? Who decided this?
Yeah, I'm kind of like trying to think that, like, someone must have put the first frog in a video game. Now I'm wondering what this first proto frog was in video games and why
Proto-enemy frog, because I feel like Frogger was the first frog.
That's
I could be wrong. I'm probably
That's a
wrong.
good
Somebody
point.
with history, tell me.
Or like Battletoads or something.
Oh yeah, Battletoads, yeah.
Well, that counts because it's a toad, but now I'm curious, who sat down at their desk one day and was like, you know what we need in our game? Evil frogs. And everyone after them was like, that is the best idea I've ever heard. They just keep doing
Right?
this.
They just keep doing it. Also, I love that the octopus like swim when there's water, but because we've lowered the water level in here, they just fall.
Aw. That's what's
Like,
better.
it's-
In Mario, if you don't have water and you have bloopers, which is like the closest thing, they still swim in midair, and it makes them 100% more terrifying, even though it's the exact same mechanic, just because there's no water. And I hate it so much. So I appreciate that these
That's-
ones actually respect the laws of gravity.
That's very fair. So
Alright,
right there,
nice
you
small
can
mech.
soft lock if you fall down there with small mech. If you go down there with big mech, it's fine for whatever reason, but small mech, you get like stuck in the wall and you soft lock the game, which is never fun.
Congrats on not doing that. We are saving fairly regularly, though, it looks like, so.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Nice.
And there's only a couple of times that, like, the soft lock is bad enough that it needs to be, like, reset.
Okay.
So, right here, there's, like, that little screen down there. If you press that button, you get dialogue and story about the bad guy who... we were talking about this before the run. Is either Gary or Kevin. I don't remember which one is your owner and which one is the bad guy. But the humans are Gary and Kevin.
Feel free to choose your favorite for the duration of this run. No one's gonna correct you. At least we won't. Nice bounce off the frog there.
Yeah, so we're gonna do some more platforming, get some more collectibles on our way to the next switch.
Did we ever come through this area, or were we supposed to have done it while the water was up and we just skipped doing so?
So we were supposed to do this not necessarily while the water... Well, I guess the water should have been up for some of it.
Okay.
But, not a ton of it.
Okay.
This should have been the second switch that we hit. The second switch that we did hit was supposed to be the first switch.
I see.
So right there's a platform that kind of looks like the elevators. You're supposed to put the mech on that and then use that conveyor belt to get your mech over to this side. But because we already have double jump, we just jump up there. And that's my favorite color scheme starboard. It's just kind of like a chill blue and like yellow color. Okay, I missed that. I'm trying to do a rocket boost up there. Okay. Those blocks are gonna be mean to me. All right, blocks. Stop blocking.
That is in their name.
There we go.
You can kind of understand their desire to do so.
Yeah, they're just doing their job, but that doesn't make it less rude.
That's fair. Alright, I know we skipped, I think, our first boss. Did we ever actually fight a boss in this game?
We do fight some bosses.
Okay.
So this is a mini boss that we can just skip activating to come through this direction, but we do have to activate him before we go, like, exit the door.
Oh.
Because otherwise he comes back and then you have to actually fight him because you don't have small mech. So we shoot him a couple times, hop out, it resets the rocket so that you can rocket again, and then lets us set the flag.
Nice.
That
Water
is...
level again? Or does this do a different thing?
So yeah, that lowers the water level again.
Okay.
That's the last of the 3 to lower the water level. So now we just gotta climb our way back out of here. We're gonna get small mech one more time on the way out. So that we have it for later.
Nice. I like how you're invisible as you leave the room when that happens too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a nice tell.
Right? It's good to have the signal that yes, you got this. Plus it's extra style points, I feel. You're just like, yeah. I can navigate this room without seeing it. It's not the most complicated room in video game history, but it still looks cool, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, so now we're climbing out of the aqueducts, and then we're gonna grab some more stuff in the hub after we skip over a bunch of fish and frogs and other fish.
Other fish, other assorted sea creatures.
Yeah, the assorted sea creatures that are in the aqueducts for whatever reason. Okay. I feel like
I want to check in. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah. I feel like you don't want creatures in your aqueducts, but
I'll be honest, I've never tried to build an aqueduct, so I couldn't tell you. I know I wouldn't want them in my plumbing. That's the closest I've gotten my actual house.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna check in and see how you are. We haven't checked in with you in a while. How are you finding things so far?
You know, things are delightful. This game is... It's got a cool little aesthetic with the black and white. It's very stylized, and I think that's really fun.
Just
Yeah, I love the black and white. Like, I don't know why. Like, I guess it gives that retro feeling, even though the game's still, like, it still has good movement and everything. Like, it doesn't feel like an old game, but it does.
Right, yeah, it's got the modern feel to it, but you get the little bit of nostalgia hit every time you look at it. Which is just, it's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has like cool old Nintendo Entertainment System game vibes, and you know that's not something you get from every game today. So I'm in favor of it. I like it, and I like the morph ball rolling.
Good part. Waiting in this room, or are we jumping around stuff?
So we were killing a couple of enemies so that we don't have to deal with them. This is another arena room. We do have to set it up, but
Were they
that was
invisible?
rude. Yeah. So the enemies all actually exist before the arena starts. They're just invisible, and they don't interact with you in the cat mode when they're invisible, but you can interact with them with missiles.
Oh. And we were the small mech, which pretends that we're a cat, that is awesome. This game is so cool. Loving this speedrun.
We're gonna come get one more collectible before we move on to our next zone. Okay, cool. I miss that jump sometimes, and it always feels so bad when you miss it.
Those are the worst, when it's like, this isn't the most complicated jump, but it's just got extra corners and places where it doesn't need to have them, and there's all the spots where you can bonk your head on things. Ugh.
Yeah. So we're gonna get small mech again before we go into the heating core. The heating core is special because it's hot, so you can't get out of your mech.
Oh.
And we're gonna use small mech to our advantage in there. Maybe.
We're getting there.
There we go.
Nice.
So yeah, we're gonna use small mech to our advantage because there's some sections that you're not supposed to be able to get to until like later on in the heating core after you've cooled it down. But because small mech exists, we can hit it super early. While we're going down this elevator, another fun fact about this is the developer knows about small mech and has specifically told the speedrunning community they will never get rid of small mech because they love it. So
That.
I always love when devs are like on the speedrunner's side.
Right? We recently had an opposite one in a community I'm in, where all of us hated that you skipped something on the final level in 100%, and the developer agreed and changed it so that if you skip that thing, you only get 99%.
Amazing.
It was just not a satisfying way to end a 100% run. So that was fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, so like you can see like all the heat squiggles. That's what signifies that we're in a hot room, that we can't exit the mech. There's lots of lava everywhere. Lava hurts, so we are trying to dodge as much of it as possible.
That is what I would expect lava to do, so I'm glad I'm caught up on the lore so far.
Yeah, so now we're just gonna scoot right through there, which we shouldn't have been able to do just yet. We're supposed to have to go like around a bunch of other stuff to get to this side. And we're just gonna scoot our way towards where we can cool everything down.
This room has a lot of lava. Wow.
Yeah.
Good thing we've got a lot of health.
Yup. And the other good thing about small mech is once you have it, the only way to lose it is to either quit the game or to get out of the mech. So like if you need to save to get more health because you're playing any percent, you can do that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. I did that a lot when I was learning. Like some of my first runs, I had so many saves.
But it's good though, right? That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Part of the learning process.
Yup. So another quick arena room.
Very nice.
Come through some more lava spouts. And now we are close to the end of that area. So up here we're gonna get the coolant? I don't know what it's called, the coolant module, okay.
Nice.
Which makes it so that we can fire 3 rockets in rapid succession. Oh, I didn't get that off. If you time that right, you can hit that before the lava comes down.
Nice.
So these are all the heaters, so we're just destroying them all so that the area cools off.
How that was
So now-
instant. Sorry, the lava at the bottom just turned to rocks. It's like, all right, I'm done.
Yep.
There's no general dissipation of heat on that one.
So that was the boss room of this area. That like we were supposed to go through that instead of like the other direction instead of the way that we did. But now that the floor is not lava, we can just run back through there. So we can come down here and get this health kit and then run back past the boss without having to fight the boss again. Or at all, I guess, technically.
Very nice. I also love the little fan icon we have on our cooling bar, or our temperature bar. I think that's adorable. There it is. I got distracted again by the little cat facial expressions. It always looks so happy when we jump and then we fire something. It's like angry mode.
Yeah.
A very talented cat.
Right? Like, this cat's just, like, kicked off a ship and is like, yo, go figure stuff out.
Right? I don't have cats, I have bunnies, but I know that if I ever need them in an emergency situation, I'm screwed. They're not helping. It's fine. I didn't. There's not why they're there. They're there to be adorable, and they're great at that.
Yeah.
How
So
about
that
you?
was another mini boss. We're just
alright.
coming down here for another collectible, and then we're gonna do my least favorite jump. We're gonna try my least favorite jump. The timing on the missiles is pretty specific so that you can have enough. Nope. So we basically need 4 missiles to get out of here. Slightly late.
It's alright, we got this.
Nope, slightly early. All right, we're gonna give this one more try, and if I don't get it, I'm just gonna climb out as the cat, because that's the intended route. You're supposed to be down here as the cat, anyways, so we can just climb out.
Got it.
It just means that we do an extra small mech when we get up here to this save point.
Well, that's fine. It's good to know your options.
Yeah.
I'm curious now. Like, I saw there was a cat at the beginning of your run, like in your actual house. If you were trapped on an alien planet and your cat was your hope of survival, what do you think your chances are?
Oh, exactly none. She does what she wants when she wants and doesn't care what the rest of us want.
That, you know what? That about sums up cats, I think, in general. This cat is very exceptional in this game.
Yeah, this cat is definitely very exceptional. Yeah, she's a tortie, and she's got the tortitude, so... so this is the phase module, which is basically our dash. And dash is fun and fast, so we like dash.
Nice. Go extra speedy now.
Yeah, it also gives us iframes, so we can dash through enemies.
Also, I feel like the music kicked up just now. This is great.
Yeah, so there's certain rooms where the game is like, yeah, this is like a room and gives you like real music, and then there's other rooms where it's like, no, this is like a chill area, like you can relax.
Okay.
And this is supposed to be a not chill area when you're coming through normally.
I didn't notice because you make it look so easy. How long have you been playing this game for?
That's a good question. It was our G game for my sister and I's like ABC's speedrunning that we never finished that I need to pester her about, but So probably like 2 years now, if I had to guess.
Nice.
Yeah, we had picked a game that started with every letter of the alphabet to speedrun. And I actually think this was the last game that we raced.
Hey, G is still pretty far in. You got that.
Yeah, and we still have the list, so like we plan on going back now that she's got more time. She was graduating college and stuff, so it was bad timing for me to be like, yo, let's do speedruns all the time.
That is a lot of work. Also, I love that these elevators look like cassette tapes.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Oh, that's a cool challenge though, A through Z. So you got all the way to G. Do you remember what some of the other ones were?
A Hat in Time was our A.
Nice.
Battle Chef Brigade was our B.
Oh.
What was... I don't remember what C was. D was Dream Daddy. Okay, that was a horrible jump. There we go.
Nice. Because that looks like it's similar to the one we were trying earlier that we ended up doing small or cat for.
Yeah, it's less intense than that one, but just barely. That one's more important that you get it though, because small mech makes the vents much easier, which is the section of the game we're coming into now.
Awesome.
This is the majority of this section of the game is intended to be done as the cat. So everything is tiny, and we're actually going backwards because we can.
Shoutouts to speedrunning.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Shoutouts to going the way we want to go.
We have another game on today, VVV, and we will also be going backwards through part of that game. Just FYI.
So this is... We actually have to fight this boss, except...
Flashing lights. Sorry about that.
The intended way is to use those little turrets that don't move and take a while to charge up, and when they get hit, they have a cooling off period. So you're supposed to like jump in the turret and attack the boss a couple of times, and then jump out of the turret and run around to the other side and just like rinse and repeat, and it's not fun. With the mech, you can just kind of kick its butt.
That looks a lot more fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up having to do that boss the casual way on hotfix last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever we were on Legally Cute, and I hadn't done the boss casually in years, and I was like, okay, this is a boss.
Surprise!
Yeah, surprise! Nope, that was too far. So now we're coming down here. We're about to go into like a chase scene that you're once again supposed to just do as just the cat, but we do the majority of it as the mech, which is slightly faster.
Oh yeah, and the mouse that's chasing us is the one that's either Gary or Kevin, depending on what you named your human.
Yeah. So this section you're supposed to use that little drill guy to break those, but we just have missiles, so...
I like how the game is also signaling that this is an intense part again. You can hear the music just kick the heck up.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can also kind of hear the, like, crusher coming closer.
Have you ever tried doing the water mech for this part, or just it's too slow because of how many times you go in or out of the water?
Yeah, it's too slow because of how many times you have to go in and out.
Okay. Alright, they just will poof. I love the sound effect that made when it exploded. Does the thing chasing you have rubber banding, or we're just so far ahead that we're not concerned?
We're just so far ahead, we're not really concerned.
Nice.
So now we're gonna jump down here and get small mech.
Nice.
And we're gonna do a decent portion of the rest of this in the mech as well. Because we can mech.
Because we can. If you could just have a mech suit that made you much more powerful, gave you more hit points, and gave you missiles, like, why would you not use that?
Right? So we just got Big Shot, which makes our basic attack bigger and does slightly more damage. We will be getting one more upgrade to that close to the very end.
Every time I hear Big Shot now, all I can think about is that one prize segment.
Big Shot. Big Shot. That was such a good prize segment. So this is another arena.
Oh.
Okay. Except we have vents, and vents make gravity not really function, but kind of function. This room is just rude because those guys just like do what they want.
Oh, zero gravity room.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I had missed that other little wormy thing. I was like, oh no, did I miss?
Nah, you crushed it.
And that was our soft gray. The other fun thing about the, like, if you're just doing the game like casually and not mashing through text, you can actually kind of see what color you just got. You'll see it like for like a frame as I jump through things, but
Glimpse.
That's
yeah, the sample version of the color.
That soft gray is another one of my favorites.
Nice.
So this is another spot that we small mech so that we can go somewhere with the mech that we shouldn't be. Maybe.
Well, small mech. Quite. And there. You can just watch a cute cat jumping though, so I feel like that's a nice thing about the retried this mechanic, because you just get adorable animations the entire time.
Yeah. And the other nice thing is like, unless you're really competitive, you're not losing so much time to it that like it's worth skipping.
It's fast to try every single time.
Yeah.
I do think it's fun that you can no longer see your cat's face when they jump out of the mech. Like, you now no longer get the facial expression box. Everything goes away.
There we go.
Nice.
So
how short those save rooms are. Like, usually you get a whole tall column, and now it's like, nope, you get one block. There it is.
Yeah, because you're expected to be the cat right now, so.
Oh, that makes sense. So how do you control the drills with a cat? Do you just like jump on top of them or behind them, or?
You jump in front of them. When they see you, they'll.
Oh, okay. Sort of bait them into attacking in the direction you want them to go. Got it. Yeah, that sounds way slower. I love this one instead.
Yeah. Yeah, we will have to deal with one of the drills close to the very end, but we get to do it as a mech. We just have to kill it, so.
Got it. Yeah, this section, I'm just picturing trying to do this with the cat and all the small corridors and just running. It's like, yeah, no, this is nice. I'm glad we have some mech.
Yeah, dash is so much faster than just running.
Right.
Now we're going to come back down to where the big chase room was. There's one last collectible down here. Thankfully, there's also an easier route back out of here, though, now that we have access to the collectible.
That one looks purple.
Yes, that was the grape.
Oh.
Also, a lot of the names for this are just kind of great. Like, one of them is like a brown that's called like bark. Like... I just love it.
Fun. I like when things have cool names. I'm so bad at naming things, so I'm always impressed when other people name stuff really well.
Yeah, I'm really bad at naming things too.
Okay, so where are we off to next?
Now we're gonna do some hub cleanup. We are gonna get almost the last of things. And then...
Almost the last of things. Alright, we got this.
So we have to go back up to the ship after we get a couple of these so that we can get the decoder. I'm just going to be careful in these because I soft locked one of these rooms recently and I don't remember which one. That one, okay.
It isn't triggered yet, so we're hitting invisible enemies so they're just not a problem when the fight actually starts.
Yep.
Okay, good. Because I said that really confidently. I actually didn't know for sure, but I was really hoping I was guessing right.
Yeah, no, you were definitely right. And why can't I find the last one? Where is he? There he is. Okay.
Nice. We didn't even activate any of them that time. It's just, all right, gone.
Yeah. Once they're all dead, you don't have to activate it. So.
Beautiful.
Which is nice because we want small mech for this next section. This next section is definitely not fun without small mech. It's the intended way, but there's lots of enemies and you're supposed to be the cat. So, like, there's so this room's not too terrible, but the next room is water and fish and spikes and more spikes and
oh gosh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I was thinking, my train of thought went, wow, this cat seems like it's having so much more fun since it has a mech. Now I wonder if I should try to make a mech for my rabbits. And then I realized that would be a terrible idea, and I tried to stop the thought there.
So now we are missing 2 health kits? That's not good, actually. I should only be missing 1 health kit.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be at 15
Yeah.
health by the time we get the repeater thing.
Uh-huh. Yep. We're gonna figure that out. That's I gotta think back to.
Did we get the one, like there's a note that says cartridge port, health cartridge starboard? Did we get that one?
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
that was the section where we bounced off all the stuff in the aqueducts. That's also one that I normally miss, though, so that might be a good lead. I did not
get the one after the coolant. That's another one on the list.
Yeah, we definitely got that one. That's the one we passed by the boss.
Okay.
So this is early decoder. You're supposed to do a bunch of talking before you can come up here, and then you're supposed to hop in the ship normally, but you can do janky stuff to not.
What does the decoder do for us? Is that just like required to open certain doors or activate certain things?
It's required to activate the elevator into like the last section. And I'm gonna go ahead and go get that last cassette and then figure out where I missed the health kit.
Okay, I made the mistake of looking over at chat, and there's currently a poll running on should Char make mechs for rabbits, and everyone so far has voted yes, this can only go well. I think I'll vote no, because I think this will be a problem. But I'm currently losing this poll.
Yeah, so we needed the decoder to open up this elevator, and the secret key is just meow.
Well, it's really convenient, because I think that's the only thing our character ever says, so we would have had a lot of problems if that wasn't it.
Yeah, we definitely would. Oh, I needed to shoot that first. So this is another fun spot where you can like completely soft lock. If you take your small mech up into the room where this cassette is, you cannot get it back out. And you need the mech to get back up to basically any of the other save points. So.
Alright, well, I'm glad we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Good job, us.
Things I've learned derusting runs. I think that's always my favorite, is when I derust a run and then learn like the dumbest thing ever.
Right.
And you're just like, oh, that's a new way to soft lock. Cool. All right, so this is the moment of truth for when we find out if we have all of the cassettes or not.
Is that a friendly frog?
Yeah, this is the one friendly frog. He upgrades us. And I did see the 14 flash by, which means we get both upgrades. So it is just a health pack that we're missing.
Oh, right. So
which is good.
What other upgrades did we just get then?
So we just got an upgrade to our weapon, so it's even more big and strong.
Nice.
And the other thing that we got is an upgrade to our jump. So we can now jump and then dash and then double jump again and then dash again.
Nice. Oh, love that for speedrunning. It's
a shame it comes so close to the end of the game, but...
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where else are health modules that I miss. Did I get...
This one. There's one after the...
Did I get this one?
The boss fight that we
Okay.
skip? Like, that we don't trigger, or we trigger from the right side? There's a health cartridge after that. Did you do that one?
Like, very first boss?
What I'm saying is, like, eject after the first 2 missiles. If we don't trigger the fight, it'll still be there. And then health cartridge.
Yeah, we got that one.
Okay.
That was where we saw the squid falling.
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh. Whoops. Well, we get some extra arena.
Well, it's arena fight time. Let's go. Using our superpower abilities to just blow everything the heck up. Ah, thought it could take us on.
Yeah.
Nope. Too cool the cat for that.
Alright. I'm in a small mech so that... Because I think I might have just remembered where I missed it.
Okay.
Did I climb all the way up to the top of the tall room when we were coming back out of it? That probably tells you nothing, but...
I was about to say, I wish I could answer your question better, but I don't know.
I don't remember coming up here.
Okay.
Like I was supposed to, so I hope. Yeah, okay, cool.
Alright.
Okay. We have found it.
Let's go. Back on track.
This is not one that I actually normally miss, so I'm glad that I remembered that.
Perfect. Alright, we're up to 15.
Yeah, we're up to 15.
15 healthing at both abilities, and we just nailed that. Let's go.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to where that one elevator is that we skipped over like 7 times.
Sounds like a plan.
Because that is the final area of the game.
And we are going to get up to 16 health, I believe. It's just the last one is past the sort of checkpoint that we're at.
Yep.
Which is nice. 16 feels like a good number for mechanical upgrades since it's a power of 2. That's how computers...
That's true. I hadn't even thought about that. Oh, that's a nice touch.
Yeah. I don't know if that's why they did it. It's just one of those, like, yep, if it's doing this retro aesthetic, that's it.
Yep, I believe it. You know, until somebody tells me otherwise, that's my new headcanon.
Alright. New area.
So, coming right back down here to the elevator. And then we're in, I think this is called the incubator.
Oh.
If I remember correctly. We're on our way to the laboratory.
Okay.
So, we're gonna go zoom through some areas and use that that double jump, dash jump thing that we earned. This last health kit you cannot get unless you have gotten all of the cartridges.
Oh,
so
that's nice. I kind of like the final gauntlet tests.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see the name incubator now. Got things growing in test tubes.
Yeah. So we have this really tall room that we have to double jump and dash to get through.
That's cool though.
Yeah. It's really easy movement, but it's still really satisfying when you do it.
Right? It looks awesome. Alright, that is 16 out of 16 health upgrades. Easy us.
Yeah. Now we just have to go through the final gauntlet that is... It's a gauntlet.
We do need to beat the game.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we collected everything. We might as well go beat the game.
Yeah, if you insist. Stick around for that part too. Oh, the frogs are back. I was like, okay, maybe they're done. No, we grow the frogs in the test tubes too. Beautiful.
Yep. We grow everything in the test tubes.
Oh, it's that boss again.
Yeah, so there's 2 of these guys in the room. This is another spot that we have to like activate things, but we can kill it first.
It's very loaded. Good job, us. Oh, we're hitting something off screen?
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 enemies that we can hit if we do it correctly. I missed 2 of them, but that's fine. They're easy enough to kill when they are on screen again.
That's still awesome though that we can get rid of at least some of them.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, the room is active now.
Yeah. The room is active now. We have our one drill friend. So the other thing about them is they're only killable after they've run into something.
Oh, okay.
So we have to antagonize them so that they run over there and run into the thing. I don't think I need small mech, but I don't remember.
I don't either. I was looking at that save point. It was looking awfully nice over there. So.
Right? It's looking really tempting, so...
It's kind of right there.
There we go.
Alright.
Stuff like that is why I want to, like, finish rewriting my notes. So I sent you both versions of the, like... the OG and then, like, my rewrite where I'm writing down all of the small mechs instead of... Or all of the small mechs and all of the don't small mechs. So there's definitely a couple of spots that I don't need to small mech that I tend to small mech.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna improve my time, that's a way to do it. All right, so we're gonna do underwater mech one more time.
Nice.
Okay, that was rude. It looked like it was gonna fall.
Gap too, so this looks a lot harder than the other ones. And yeah, right away though, that's fantastic. I like how the octopi or octopuses are in underwater test tubes underwater. Like that feels a little unnecessary.
Yeah.
They get a reminder that our missiles explode instantly when we're underwater, which is why we're getting so close to these enemies and not hitting them from further away.
Yeah. So you're supposed to come in here as the cat, dodge those, and use that conveyor belt to get your mech down to the bottom.
What if we didn't do that?
Yeah, what if we didn't do that? So now we see those turrets that were in that one boss area, and we have to use it, but...
Oh, I see. Okay. That's kind of fun to see, like, this is how it would have worked.
Yeah. And we used that conveyor belt to move. There was, like, a little blockage here, so we couldn't get our mech up top, but now we can.
Nice.
And, so this is, like, the point of no return, basically. Which is still, you can actually return, but the point of no return. And it's just a big elevator with lots of dodging missiles and enemies, and
we get a cool song for it though.
Yes, it's one of my favorite pieces of music in the game.
Yeah, I've already had bobbing over here.
Getting lots more frogs to ruin your day.
Because of course we didn't have enough of those yet.
Right? Just shot right between them.
I can see why it's nice to run this with all the health upgrades.
Yeah.
Look how that's all this elevator is so far too. Okay, there we go. There's a new enemy. I was like, is it just gonna be like
no, thankfully
frogs the entire way down?
Thankfully not. No, we do see most of the enemies that we could have or should have fought throughout.
Got it. And is this like a timed-based thing or a wave-based thing?
It's a wave-based thing. You can actually, if you kill a certain grouping of them fast enough, then you can actually skip a cycle of the elevator.
Oh.
I don't normally get that because I'm bad at this section, but it's fun to think about.
Yeah, it's like I can imagine and daydream about while I'm stuck on this very slow elevator going very slowly down. Oh, like killing those things on the side, does that help them?
You can kill them. It doesn't actually help the time at all, though, so...
Okay.
it's easier to just dodge them. And that was the last enemy. So if you kill that last enemy before you see that next indent, then you just skip these 2 indents and are there. But we did not, so...
Get more of the jam music. That's always good.
We need small mech for a couple more things in the game, so...
Is this the last small...
Second to last.
Second to last, okay.
I think. It might be the last.
Wait, it's adorable.
Okay.
Meow every time we do these.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, music's back. We're no longer in the safe save room. Oh gosh,
No.
these conveyors.
Yeah, we've got lots of conveyor belts, lots of stampers, and we're officially in the laboratory. That big elevator that we did the gauntlet on is down into the laboratory.
This feels very traditionally laboratory. Conveyors, things swinging from the ceiling, stomping. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely an evil villain lab. No safety codes whatsoever. This looks like another arena to use it to kill things.
Yep.
I think we got all of our upgrade weapons, so kind of strong at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one enemy left that's kind of a pain in my butt, and then the final boss can also be a pain, but we'll see how that goes today. So these guys are... Okay, there we go. Technically that should hit me, but because I'm small mech, it doesn't for reasons.
Nice.
They're also only vulnerable in like certain frames of their animation. So there we go. Okay. That actually went pretty smooth for once.
Nice.
Sometimes I'm in like just the wrong spot, and so they like walk into me, and then I'm like, could you not? Like, please.
Please.
Please, I'm
Be
trying
better
to...
for my day if you didn't do that right now.
Right? I'm trying to go fast. Could you just let me go fast?
All I want to do is not too much to ask. Oh gosh, that stomper looks close.
The stampers do what they want.
Got their own timing, their own agenda. They got their own schedule to follow.
So this is another arena room.
Yeah, I want to call it the notes in this general section. Just say, get good at arenas. That's it. That's the notes. Good luck.
Yeah. Could you come a little closer to me, friend, so that we're not on the conveyor? No? Okay.
I love that Small Mech dodges that attack. This enemy feels like it'd be so obnoxious to deal with if you couldn't just spam it while it's in its attack motion.
Yeah, these were like the bane of my existence in my casual playthrough.
Definitely see why. Oh. I'm like frustrated just looking at what you'd have to do casually for them.
And then, so these orbed enemies are only vulnerable when they're up and jumping around. So because I got hit by that stamper, we have to wait an extra cycle to kill him. But
there we go. We cleared everything out. We're fine.
Yeah, we jamming now.
Got this. Music's still jamming too. Oh great, more of those things. Lovely.
Yeah.
Definitely the best.
Yeah, this game really loves to make sure that you know how to fight every enemy.
Literally all of them. Since it's sort of a final exam at the end of a game, though, like, did you learn everything? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Hopefully yes.
Come on. Hello.
Oh, come on, dude. You gotta attack. Come on. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah. He was like, I don't know about this. It's Sunday. I don't wanna.
Come on, you got one move. Just keep spamming it. Keep hitting the button.
Right? There we go.
Alright, we got it. Alright, so we're coming closer to the boss, I assume?
Yeah, so we are coming to the first phase of the final boss, and so we small mech, or stay small mech,
heck is that dude? Wait, we got Gary and Kevin. Is that one of them?
Yeah, so that is either Gary or Kevin. That is your owner.
Got it.
This is technically the final boss, or the second to last boss, and we are doing some damage to it while it's sitting here. I'm gonna call that good because I forgot my count already.
Fine. Hey, here we go.
And yeah, so if you kill that without activating the cutscene, you have to restart the final boss, like it soft locks. So I like to be a little bit more careful. You can definitely get it down so that you only have like one missile hit after you go into this boss fight, but if I had to guess, we're probably like half-ish health. So he just swapped bodies with our owner. So
oh gosh,
Gary or Kevin. we had some Freaky Friday stuff going on.
I like how at this point, no matter which name you gave it, canonically you're correct because they're both in the same. Like one's a body, one's a mind.
Right.
Like you're correct. You got this.
You're correct. Yeah. So this we have to hit that top section of his little mech. All right, come on. There we go. And now
just leaves.
Yep. So now we go into the final boss, and this one is he likes to dodge. Yeah, there's a dog.
Okay.
So basically, so you were trying to come save somebody because like there was a distress signal or whatever. The distress signal was actually because scientists wanted extra bodies so that he could like live forever.
Oh.
So but he also wants his dog to live forever. So like he tries to take over the cat and the dog.
Oh my goodness.
I'm actually gonna focus for just a second so I can. There we go. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're good. So that's called Mech Escape. The game expects you to be in the mech right now and destroys the mech. And what we've learned about this game is that it's faster to be in the mech than not. So if you get out, you get an extra mech, and now we can use the mech to traverse to the very end of the game. So Gary or Kevin is like, yo, what? I was trying to get you like a new body, and the dog is like, nah, I'm not about that, and saves the cat. So then we just kind of run off with the dog. Once he runs off screen, we have control of the cat again, and because we got out of the mech, we have access to it again. So we can just zoom. Yeah.
Made a friend, despite saying only meow. See?
Yeah, we made a friend. And time is coming up here in just a second. Oh no!
Did we?
The dog didn't. The dog didn't make it.
What the heck? We're awful people. Wow.
And time.
And GG. Oh, the dog's back. Okay, the dog made it in. We're good.
The game makes the dog make it in regardless, but we leave the dog behind.
100%. Sub 40 in-game time. Congratulations.
So yeah, that's Gato Roboto 100%. It's a lot of fun. I love it. There's a lot of other categories. There's obviously any percent. There's also an any percent no small mech category if you don't like frame perfect tricks and are fine with fighting bosses. So definitely give it a try. It's a lot of fun if you like platformers. Yeah, thanks Charbunny for hanging out with me and reading my notes. Thanks fun. Happy for being here with us, and thanks Lady Arcaders for having me on again. You guys are always chill. I love it.
Do you want to shout out where people can find you if they want more?
I very occasionally stream on twitch.tv/Aalaizah. You can also find me sometimes on Twitter, sometimes on Instagram. I go through phases where I do a bunch and then I stop doing as much. So if you see me, you see me.
Elusive. You got to catch him at the right time.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Congratulations again.
Okay, everyone, thank you for joining, and please stick around for that raid, which we're going to be doing.